Hey folks, Real Honesty with John Ritlin. I'm John Ritlin. If I sound a little rough, I have allergies. I've just mowed a couple lawns in the past couple days. So, sorry if I sound a little rough, but I hope you enjoy this edition of Rapid Fire, where I'm going to touch on a few things that are bothering me. In particular, a fan kicked out for a JBL Bullied Me sign at SmackDown last night. Their Twitter handle, @TweetCorey with a K. If it's the actual person, and cool, since that's what I happened to see, I was tagged in that tweet and saw it. Good on you. Congratulations for bringing more to the cause. I mean, not that I started it or anything, but hey, he felt passionate about it, spent his hard-earned money, did that with the sign. And here's what's funny. He probably brought the stuff in to make the sign and made the sign, and it took them how long to kick him out? And he was right near JBL. Now, he should have stuck the sign right in his goddamn face and hit him with the sign. Somebody should have hit him ECW style with a sign, a stop sign wrapped with an actual sign. Because I think that's what JBL deserves, to be hit in the face repeatedly until maybe he realizes that bullying isn't so good when he's on the receiving end of it, like when Joey Styles knocked his ass out. But this fan for doing that, @TweetCorey, cool, and I hope more people do it. I'm not advocating that people spend their hard-earned money to just go and get kicked out of an arena. If you feel it's worth it, great, because maybe the more noise it's made, with the more media outlets picking up this thing about JBL bullying people, if more people do it, perhaps JBL will be fired. Because WWE doesn't really want bad PR. Even though they keep making money, hand over fist, if they happen to get to where sponsors say, you either fire him or we're going to pull out, then Vince will listen, because Vince tends to focus on money also. As much as he focuses on loyalty. So if more people want to do the JBL Bully Me sign at like Raw and SmackDown, and that gets more attention, and then more media outlets pick it up, great. Hopefully that happens. Still, I think WWE is very bad for doing that, because fans should be allowed to speak up. And WWE is just going to look bad the more they do this, because they're supporting a bully instead of just getting rid of the guy. Also, Fire Bradshaw and We Want Mauro chants were edited, muted, and everything. Shouldn't be edited. You should have left him in, because SmackDown Live is supposed to be more interactive and like less editing and this kind of stuff. But WWE are being cowardly about this and not getting rid of a guy that's a horrible commentator and really lends nothing to the company. He really doesn't anymore. He's not that good in the ring. He is a worse heel commentator than Jesse Ventura was at the end of his WCW run, and Jesse Ventura was very, very good for a number of years. Bradshaw was good on commentary for about the year and a half that he was out of the ring, and then the first year that he was back in 2012, 2013, and the Authority thing happened, and that went to shit. And I've ranted about this on 2 shows before, so check those on other Rapid Fire editions, as I've enjoyed talking about this. And I probably will talk about this more until WWE either gets rid of him. If you suspend him for at least a year without pay, then there you go. But I say firing is the only way to go. If fire him, and then if you bring him back in a few years, and he's learned his lesson, then okay. But you fire him and teach him a damn lesson. But Vince won't do that, because Vince is insane. Anyway, some Reigns fans apparently also did a Fire Braun Strowman petition. It didn't work. It was some idiot, that probably was some sensitive little bitch, a Reigns fan that probably isn't even more than 16 years old. And I'm not knocking people that are young fans, but if you're going to get upset when people criticize Reigns, who, by the way, isn't that good. He's not bad, but he's not that good. Especially in the role he's in now. He's swimming upstream. He's swimming up like a raging river and not going to succeed. He's going to go over the falls, because he's not going to succeed as a face, especially now that he's retired Taker, which Taker, by all rights and accounts, should be done. There's no reason for Taker to wrestle again. The fans doing the Fire Braun Strowman petition didn't work, by the way. It only got like 640 signatures or 645 and then got taken down. Ridiculous, guys. Come on. It's entertainment. Get over it. It's like if Braun was guilty of bullying and that kind of stuff, okay. Then sure, let's do the Fire Braun thing or something like that. Or if he intentionally injured Reigns, maybe Reigns could get injured and get taken off TV and get a personality transplant, because he definitely needs that. And creative needs to wake up and realize that even if there's no saving him, and I don't think there is, making him a heel may be your only option at this point. But yeah, the petition, ridiculous, guys. Just come on, stop being sensitive. And oh yeah, digging up wedding certificates. Apparently Renee Young and Dean Ambrose got married. Good for them. There are some people on here that are not fans of Renee for whatever reason. That's fine. There are some people that are not fans of Dean Ambrose for whatever reason. Some that aren't fans of both. Some that are fans of one and not fans of the other. That's cool. You guys can be fans of whoever. That's a great thing about being a wrestling fan. But digging up the wedding certificates is ridiculous. They wanted to get married. What business is it of yours who gets married? The sensitive Ambrose fangirls that want to get all upset. Oh, how could he do this? How could he? You bitches never had a goddamn chance. Quit with your damn Tumblr fanfic and all your stupid shit and all your warped mindset and all your assuming different gender stuff. And I'm blaming Tumblr for this because Tumblr is one of the worst things ever. The few times I've been on it, it's like people are inventing shit all the damn time. You Ambrose fangirls, good God. And there are some Ambrose fan boys that are major fans of his that were hoping he would hook up with them. Guys, it's wrestling. I understand that you're big fans of him, and that's great. It's great to be fans. But don't get to the point where you're creepy stalker fans. I've had 2 stalkers. I'm just a regular guy. I've had 2 stalkers. It is a scary situation. I can only imagine what Ambrose deals with. No wonder Ambrose doesn't want to be on social media and appears drunk at some events. I mean, granted, he's been through a lot in his life from what I've heard, and from what I've read. Even though he's not necessarily a open individual, I've heard some stories and talked to a few friends that have told me some stuff about him. And yeah, being through that those rough patches in life would affect anybody. But come on, guys, it's Ambrose. I mean, let him be happy. If he's happy with Renee, and on the flip side, I'm not the biggest Renee fan either. Do I think she's attractive? Yes, I do. There are some that don't, and that's fine. There are particular, and I'm not going to call them out by name, there are a particular couple of girls I talked to, one in particular who is not a fan of Renee Young, and that's fine. Her and I have disagreements about various talents, like the Bellas and like people like that, and she knows who she is watching this. I respect her opinion, she respects my opinion, so I'm not knocking her one bit. But there are some that have gotten to the point, and not separate from her, they're like, Renee's the biggest this in the world, or oh, Renee should have married me, on the flip side, this kind of stuff. Guys, the wrestlers are allowed to be with who they want to be. Their talents, they're allowed to be with who they want to be. If they're happy, they're happy. I mean, I've criticized the Paige Del Rio relationship. Personally, I think it's self-destructive. But if they're happy together. And who am I to argue that it's the best worst thing for either of them? But digging up the wedding certificates is absolutely ridiculous. And guys, you guys should be ashamed. Quit being sensitive bitches and thinking that you had a goddamn chance with these celebrities. Because you didn't. Because you're regular people. And you probably would scare the hell out of them if you ever met these people. Like, seriously, I love Becky Lynch. You think I was upset when I found out Becky Lynch had a boyfriend? No. I wish her all the best. She's awesome in interviews. She seems like a great woman. And if her and him, I forget his exact name. I really do, but I know he's an MMA fighter. Good for them. Everybody should be able to be happy with who makes them the happiest. And vice versa, if they make that person the happiest. So good God, guys, grow up and deal with it. Because otherwise, you're just going to be warped, miserable, and nothing good's going to come of it. You're just going to look like sensitive, stupid bitches. So anyway, that's what I got to say. Rapid Fire, episode 13 is done. Do you agree, disagree, like, share, comment, subscribe? Twitter link is in the description. And I'm also going to do a cheap plug that I'm going to do some hardcore WWE Hardcore Champion Top 10 Best and Worst, and Top 15 Best and Worst WWE Champions, not including the World Championship. So anyway, it's been Real Aussie with John Rithlin. I am John Rithlin, and I will see you soon.